Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up. That's right everybody, thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly pop culture wrap-up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get right into it. Greg Capullo is returning to Marvel Comics. So it was just announced by superstar artist and comic creator Greg Capullo that he will be returning to Marvel. He's returning to do some covers here and there, but he's also returning to actually work on some projects. And he's mentioned that he doesn't want to do anything longer than 3 to 6 issues. He doesn't want to commit because he's very committed to getting some creator-owned work ready and going as well. But there's also rumors and speculation swirling around that he wants to work with Donny Cates. In fact, he mentions that he wants to work with Donny Cates. So it seems like a no-brainer to put Donny Cates and Greg Capullo together on a Marvel book. Now, Donny Cates has been taking a little bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus over at Marvel, but maybe when he returns, this could be the project for him to sink his teeth into. Now, what would they work on together? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they could do, especially if it wasn't necessarily an event, but I don't think Marvel would have Greg Capullo on a book and not make it an event. But they would surprise me if they did that. Marvel's been making some good moves in these last few months, and getting Greg Capullo back into the fold is one of these. X-Cellent will be returning for a new 5-issue series starting in March of 2023 from Marvel Comics, written by Peter Milligan with artwork from Mike and Laura Allred. You know that I'm a huge fan of the Allreds. I'm a huge fan of what Milligan and the Allreds did on the X-Force title like 20 years ago that carried on into Ecstatics. They brought that property back. The last X-Cellent series was, in my opinion, rather excellent, so I'm excited to see more from this property. Then we got Deadpool Bad Blood from Rob Liefeld. This is the sequel to Deadpool Bad Blood. Now, Deadpool Bad Blood was an original graphic novel that Liefeld did several years ago, and just recently it got put back together in individual issues. Do you hear the helicopter? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's rather distracting. I'm trying to talk about Rob Liefeld here. Anyway, I liked it. I thought it was fun. I think Deadpool fans, especially Liefeld Deadpool fans, are really going to like Bad Blood. Check it out. I'm excited for the sequel. Bad Blood had moments to me that it kind of shone just a little bit, right? It wasn't the best thing out there, but I had fun with it. That's in June from Marvel, the House of Ideas, they say. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo Where When is a new miniseries from IDW starting in March by Stan Sakai. So Stan Sakai's creation, Usagi Yojimbo, debuted in comics the same year as the Turtles. They have a history together. The creators of the Turtles, Eastman and Laird, are friendly with Stan Sakai, and Stan Sakai has already done some work with the crossover with them before. I'm excited for this. It's Stan Sakai doing a TMNT Usagi crossover. I mean, what else do you need me to say? Dungeons & Dragons Saturday Morning Adventure starts in March in miniseries from IDW, in the vein of what they've recently done with G.I. Joe Saturday Morning Adventures and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures, where it's going back to that classic Dungeons & Dragons, I guess, 80s animated show, and it's continuing that story. It's going to be written by David M. Boer, Sam Mag, with artwork by George Kambadais. I'm rather excited for this. Maybe, I don't know. I've never really been a D&D kind of guy, and I've never watched that cartoon. But I know a lot of people love that animated series, so this is nostalgia bait for you, and I hope you enjoy it. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Dog of War is a new 5-issue series launching in March from IDW, written by Mike Chen with artwork by Angel Hernandez. This is a set during the run of Deep Space Nine. It's a new miniseries where it looks like DS9 gets a dog. Doesn't look like Quark is happy about it. I'm always excited to revisit that time of Deep Space Nine, which was one of my favorite Star Trek shows of all time. Deja Thoris has a new series debuting in March from Dynamite Comics, written by Chuck Brown with artwork by Emiliana Pina. And this one is set before John Carter ever shows up to Mars, to Barsoom, right? So this is kind of like prequel territory, a young Princess Deja Thoris before John Carter shows up. So I'm excited to see what they do there. Rocket Man and Rocket Girl is a one-shot from Dynamite in March by Jacob Edgar and Jordi Perez. I'm a big Jordi Perez fan, so I'm excited to see what she can bring with the dynamic artwork that I usually associate with her work. This is spinning out of the Project Superpowers stuff. They've been doing a series of these one-shots focusing on these public domain characters that are part of Project Superpowers. They've already done, Catman and Kitten. They did the Scarlet Sisters. Those were fun and pulpy, so I'm assuming this will probably be more of the same. And Order and Outrage is a new 4-issue series from Dark Horse, written by Jim Starlin, with artwork by Rags Morales. This is going to be 4 issues, debuting in March. Jim Starlin doing a sci-fi tale with artwork by Rags Morales. I'm a big fan of Rags Morales. You'll know his work from Grant Morrison's Action Comics, from Identity Crisis. I'm a big fan. He had a Hawkman run during the Jeff Johns era that I thought was fantastic. So I'm excited to see what they do here. Jim Starlin getting into sci-fi, doing something original for Dark Horse sounds cool. Then we've got James Gunn firing Henry Cavill. We've been talking about this. Everybody knows about this. Me and Rex did an entire show yesterday devoted to this subject, so you can find out more of our thoughts and feelings there. But Henry Cavill is out, which to me points to the idea that James Gunn and Peter Safran are setting up for a complete from the ground up reboot of DC films, and I think that's a pretty good idea. But do not have any tears shed for Henry Cavill. He's going to be fine, because his lifelong passion is for Warhammer 40k, and Amazon just secured the rights to do a Warhammer 40k television series produced by Henry Cavill and starring Henry Cavill. So I hope that that works out well for him. I watched the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer. Got a new trailer out. Animation looks awesome. It's kind of sappy and sentimental. Shows some footage from the previous movie, but then when we get into the new footage that we're seeing, it's awesome. And Oscar Isaac's Spider-Man 2099, his Miggy, seems really exceptionally hardcore and edgy and awesome, and I'm rather excited for this. I thought the first Spider-Verse movie was groundbreaking, and it looks like this one's going to continue that momentum. I saw the Scream 6 teaser. Everybody knows I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Scream 5, and having no Neve Campbell in Scream 6 leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but the trailer was decent enough. The idea is that the Ghostface murders take place in New York City. You know, it took 8 movies for Jason to get to New York, so I guess Ghostface getting there in 6 isn't that big of a deal, or should be a big deal, but Ghostface, there's been so many. Anyway, it's Ghostface in New York is what it is, so it seems okay. Then I watched that Barbie trailer. Barbie starring Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling. That trailer was awesome. The trailer for Barbie was absolutely awesome. Total riff on the beginning of 2001: A Space Odyssey, and seems like it's very self-aware, knows what it's doing, and I don't know, y'all. I think I'm rather excited for this Barbie movie. That's weird, but I think I'm rather excited for this Barbie movie. If this trailer kind of shows the tone and idea that they're going for, it could be satirical gold. But will it be? I don't know. But it's got a lot of sexy people in it, so there you go. Anyway, that's what we got for you this week. What's coming up here? Well, check out Dylan's Horror Show tonight for a holiday horror feast where we're going to be talking about Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, 4, and 5. Weird stretches all, but some of them may just be proper weird stretches. Rockin Robbie live on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we're done with PCP Movie Night for the rest of the year, but join us on January 9th when we kick off the 2023 PCP Movie Night season with John Carpenter's They Live. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and drop a comment below about any of your thoughts on this news. What do you think Greg Capullo is doing at Marvel, and what did you think of that Barbie trailer? Because I thought it was awesome. Really pleased with it. Anyway, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for rocking with us. I've been Rockin Robbie Bills. Join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts, blogs, and a whole lot more. Station. Keep on living, keep on reading, keep on loving. Pop, pop. Boom!